Nice to see you guys again. Today we are here going to be playing a bit of Bastard Bonds. Just picked this game up the other day on Steam. It was on sale. It's been on my wish list for a while because I ran across it at some point. Looks pretty good. Looks sort of a isometric RPG sort of thing. Looks like it's got some potential. So we will kind of jump right in here. Alright. Feel like I'm way too quiet. Way too quiet. But we'll see. That was backwards. Hello. Yep, should be there. Alright, sorry about that. Audio levels. Alright, so we'll get right in here. We're gonna go with start a new character. So I've played through this a little bit, gone up just basically to the end of the tutorial and stopped, because I wanted to try it out with you, but I've been through it a couple times. I have some idea kind of what's going on. The door creaks open, and a guard takes you by the arm. Expressionless, he takes you into a dim courtroom and leads you up to a podium where you stand alone before white wigs and black robes. Tried it out a little bit, kind of figured out some of the systems here for character creation and that kind of thing. Bit of character creation, that kind of thing. So it's pretty interesting. You start out here as a prisoner being taken to be judged. A hush falls over the assembly, and the judge speaks. Take record of the defendant's likeness for the court archives. And this gets right into the character creation. So, put those on just for a little shame, because otherwise this game has no shame. So character creation here is pretty cool. It's got like a sort of a paper doll type system setup going on, where you have like your basic model. You can pick different looks. You have all these different costume options, and then you just kind of layer them and place them in order to get kind of the look you want. All the different color options, that kind of thing. So there's a lot of different body types. I'm actually pretty impressed by the variety of body types that they got going on here. And also in that they have like all the same clothing, especially getting to the women. Once again, impressed by the range of body types. And the orcs. And for some reason there's only male orcs, but there are a lot more pose options for the orcs, which is kind of cool. A little odd, but whatever. So going with this, we'll make up something here. As I kind of talk about this system. So this seems like a pretty good system. It seems like both seems very simple at first. It's obviously very easy to kind of get into and start making something. I'm gonna go with here. I think I got an idea. So as I say, it's fairly simple, easy to get into, but once you start working on it, you notice that there's a lot of depth that kind of goes in behind it all. That there's likely somebody having to go through and like individually hand draw each of these for each of the lookouts, or maybe they have some kind of model or alternation to basically take the same image and apply it to all of them. But if they do have that, then it's done really impressively for all the different poses and for the big variety of different looks that they actually have available. Go with something, with some of these, some bracers, then we'll move on to doing some other things. Yeah, so this is a cool system. You can get some really neat things going on just by manipulating these simple kind of looks. Let's go with like the male skirt kind of thing. Make it look sort of 300-ish. So if I put this on, you can also see like the layering and putting things on top and underneath is big way to get a lot more customization out of this. I do find that the having to push them up and down by one slot at a time is a little clunky. It gets a little time consuming at times. But even then, for the sake of, you know, what you can kind of get out of it, it's not terribly heinous to deal with. That's looking pretty cool already. Some sandals. They look kind of gladiator-ish. And we'll add, I like adding the big coat on top of that. It'll look cool. Let's give that some color. Give that some color and make it stand out a bit more. Purple, maybe like a dark blue. That's pretty cool. And we'll take some upper sleeves and add them to that. Yeah. So even as you see right here, we got like, well, I guess it's a fairly long list of things being applied now, but all these simple character elements go together to make a pretty interesting character. This is actually not quite going as I'd like, so I'm going to take off that jacket. Stick with the gladiator kind of look, because that's going pretty cool, but we'll add a little more something to that. Let's see what we got here. Could add a cape or a scarf. Probably not the scarf. I do like the idea of having some kind of coat or something over the armor. So let's go with, have it hang really long at the back. And these sleeves are pretty good, like the rolled up loose sleeves. So that looks pretty good. Got the gladiator wearing a denim jacket kind of thing going. We can add chest hair, which looks kind of funny when it's on top. We can add beards and hair. So we got like, actually let's pick a better color. Let's go with something blondish. Yeah, there's some blonde. Get like a flat top or long hair. The long and the short hair don't really show through each other, but if you make one a different color, you can get some kind of highlighting sort of thing going. Kind of. Also a terrible shade of blonde. Let's try this instead. Yeah, that's better. Do that. Add the beard. Kind of looks like Russell playing Gladiator now. Now we can flip around. It's kind of cool that the outfit follows and looks pretty good on all the models, even if you designed it on one. If we swap it into women, it still looks good. The hair changes a lot when you do that. Yeah, looks cool. I think for this playthrough, we're going to show off with an orc because we got all these pose options, and just the fact that there's so many orc poses kind of makes me think that the orcs must have some big role in the story in one way or another. So, let's see about getting some kind of thing here. That's a pretty good look. Although I feel like that long hair now is not really working. Short hair instead. Yeah, there we go. That guy maybe. Not that guy. Got a good look here. Ooh, that's a good one. Kinda like this one, but I feel like we need now to get some, like an undershirt going under that so that it doesn't quite show as much gut through the armor. So we'll travel this. So like I said, this gets to be a little bit clunky, having to push things down one layer at a time. That looks better. But still not bad. There's also a load outfit here, which I will not actually load an outfit, but I'll show you. So it comes preloaded with a whole bunch. Probably should have shown you a couple of these before I made one. And then every time you make a character, it'll save it in here as well. And that'll be, so you can load them back up later if you want to try again, or if something happens. So, going on from there, we will proceed with the trial. Looks like our guy. State your name for the court. Let's go with good old channel name. Hordshyrd, you stand accused before the court. Know you the charges brought against you. As you can see, there's a lot of different choices of crime here. They seem to be kind of grouped into a couple, from what I've seen, grouped into a couple of different kind of genres, a couple of different sort of styles. There's like the indecency, buggery, miscegenation, sort of the sexual kind of crimes. There's murder and that kind of thing for violent crimes. There's, I think, thievery and sneaky kind of crimes. There's apostasy and heresy and that sort of thing, conspiracy, treason. And then there's some of the more extreme things like necromancy and desecration and that sort of thing. So which one you choose does definitely matter. They, like I say, they're kind of grouped a bit, so you'll see that you get kind of the same, or similar, anyway, outcomes from different crimes, but it does actually have an effect. There's a whole kind of background system behind this where apparently it will change entirely how you're kind of viewed by different potential party members and that kind of thing further along, and it'll determine what trait you start with. So, playing around with this a bit, I'd really like to go further with necromancy, but for the sake of this playthrough and kind of showing you guys what the game's about, we'll go with something a little more commonplace, a little more everyday. Go for good old-fashioned thievery, maybe. Yeah, let's go for good old-fashioned thievery. Robbing and stealing. You've been accused of burgling your countrymen's possessions and coin. What say you to these charges? Now, like as it says down here, what you decide to plea influences the availability of party members and personal traits as well as the player's alignment. Your plea is not necessarily truthful. So, basically it asks you whether you've committed the crime twice. It asks you now while you're in court, and later again, as you'll see. This seems to kind of determines your alignment. So, it seems to be if you keep your story consistent, you are determined to be neutral. You know, you just kind of tell the truth, you go with what actually happened. If you confess your crime to the court and then later admit that you did not commit it, you will be more lawful, I believe, which will, I assume, determine the way certain people react to you later. It also goes in part to determine who your first party member is. So if you say that you did to the court and then actually didn't, you'll be more lawful because you kind of go with what the command tells you. If you lie to the court and then admit that you were guilty later, you'll be more chaotic because you're trying to pull one over on the system. And as I say, if you stay consistent, you'll be more thought of as neutral, just kind of going with what's actually happening. If you, of course, say you're guilty twice, then you actually did whatever you did. If you say you're innocent twice, people will be more willing to believe that you actually were innocent. So, for the sake of our playthrough here, I think we're gonna lie to the court and tell them that we were innocent, and then later we'll admit that we actually did it. So, for now, we'll say, tell the court we have not committed thievery. You claim you are innocent, but the court has already heard the testimony of a most honorable witness against you. Your plea rings false, and the court notes your deception. Hordshyrd, the court has deliberated upon your fate. Your crime shall afford you much time to consider your actions. 5 years of your life shall be paid in penance. That's actually one of the lesser ones that I've seen. You are hereby stripped of your citizenship and judged guilty. You shall be branded with your crime and interned at the stocks of Lukat to await the execution of your sentence. May God have mercy upon your soul. Oh, I didn't do it. You are taken back to your cell, where you are held down by several guards as your neck is burned with a hot iron. You are forever branded a thief. Over the next few days, you are taken by boat to the island of Lukat. An angry wind whips heavy rain as you are put on a lifeboat with another man in chains and jettisoned some distance from the shore. The current carries you rapidly towards a short cove where men in guards' uniforms wait to receive you. Without a word, you are dragged from the boat and up the path to the old fortress that houses the stocks, and thrown, soaked and shivering, into your cell, where you will wait for the execution of your sentence. Something, however, seems strange. No one comes to check on you. Nobody comes to feed you. Time passes at an agonizing crawl, and it seems you are being left here to die despite your sentence. Then, after who knows how long, there is a voice at your cell door that snaps you back to attention. Hey you, Pinch, eat this, you don't look so good. A roll of bread drops in through the bars and tumbles towards you. As you tear into it, the voice continues. I have a proposition for you, but first I need to know if you really are what they say you are. Tell me, are you really a thief? Whether you stick to your story influences the availability of party members and personal traits as well as the player's alignment. So this is the other half of kind of determining your starting traits, so to speak. And we're gonna go with, yes, I'm a thief. I lied to those suckers. Ooh, and we got someone I've never seen before. Borgnina. Alright, I just needed to know what I'm getting myself into. A woman with a brown hooded robe steps to the bars and begins working with the lock. I'm Sister Borgnina. I've heard whispers of this place being cruel, but I never imagined it was really this bad. Nobody deserves to be treated like this, even if you are a thief. The door kicks open, and you can see that under her robe she is fitted in the gear of a crusader. Ooh. They're not going to let us leave without a fight. Can you handle yourself? Borgnina the Crusader for lying about and telling them you're a thief. Interesting. Frugal. You know how to stuff your purse legitimacy, or otherwise you gain a small amount of money when attacking enemies. Oh, neat. So this is like basically your starting trait determined by your crime and how you plead to it, or whether or not you actually committed it. So apparently being a thief makes you frugal and allows you to steal money every time you smack someone. And this is the description of Borgnina and kind of giving a suggestion of what you should work on for like skills to help complement what she can do. Borgnina has solid defense and can heal wounds. Recommendation: focus on fight, hunt, or a combination of the two in order to maximize your damage output while Borgnina defends and heals. Borgnina? I don't know how to pronounce that exactly. I think we'll do just that, because that will kind of work well. So basically you have 10 points to spend at first. Each one you put into a stat will boost the number by a bit. You can kind of see here. And you'll see that your attack, defense, and utility will go up as you do it. Check something. I'm not entirely sure what utility is used for. No tooltips on this. But I do know that as you kind of boost up the skills, I'm going to read those real quick. Boost up the skills, you'll unlock, or boost up the stats, you'll unlock skills. And these skills are far more useful. So you get things like improves your chances of landing a critical hit, increases the damage it deals, both weapons and magic. And you have all these different skills. At the beginning you can unlock 2 in the same one, potentially. Crafty and extra buckets. I think we're going to go for crafty so we can attempt to thwart challenges and pick locks and that sort of thing. Thief. So you can spread out your point. You can either focus your points all in one thing and get 2 skills, which, well, we'll get to that. Or you can kind of balance your points out. If you put about 4 points into each, I think it is, then you'll get enough to boost 2 things up and get a skill. So I think what I might do is just focus on the middle here. So the left is attack skills, the middle is defense skills, and the right is your utility stats. And the rows are like physical, trickiness, and magic. So this is all your like direct attack. You get skills like increases physical damage. Blast is you can cast a ranged spell, which, as far as I've seen so far, is the only ranged option. In the middle we have things like active defense, so people attack you generate more risk. dodge increases your chance of evading. Ward gives you the healing aura, which is what Borgnina here will have. We have Weave, which lets you do Weave challenges, Thwart challenges, Labor challenges. And it goes all the way up to... Conscription is apparently a thing. That's interesting. Look at the devil. Whenever I... Interesting. I haven't looked at a lot of the skills because I've only played a little ways through. I haven't needed the big ones. So I think what we'll do for now is we'll focus our points into Hunt and Thwart, see if we can become crafty and also become dangerous. Apparently there's some big things high up. So we'll go for Hunt. Thwart. If I put a point into Dodge, they both level up and give me my skills unlocked. Then I have one more point that I can put somewhere else. I think I'll put another point into Dodge and just kind of get that ready for leveling up later. And that should be our aptitudes. So now we get into the game itself. Borgnina nods and turns towards the hall. That'll do fine. We just have to watch each other's backs until we're clear. What's the character your response? So this kind of determines your personality type, affects your banter and dialogue options and that kind of thing. It can appear in other users' games. Like I said, I haven't gone far enough to kind of know what some of this stuff is, but let's see. We got adventurous, angry, arrogant, heroic, insane, lewd, miserable, pathetic, revelrous, terse, timid, and violent. So we are a thief. Chaotic thief. Let's go with... Well, look at us. Let's go with angry. I'm sorry they locked me up. Here we go. So this is kind of the little tutorial area. There's signs around that'll tell us the mechanics of the game. So as you can see, we kind of click to move around. Sort of turned by movements, so if I dash over here, then everyone else can kind of move a little bit. If we just stand around a little bit, it will show anything interactable nearby with these signs. Left-clicking the map will always be movement. Right-clicking will always be interaction. That seems on the surface like a slightly clunky mechanic. Like you'd think, why can I not just move up with the left click and then back left click or something like that? But it kind of works with the way certain things are set up. Like if you have the range attack ability, you don't want to be accidentally left clicking when you want to move up and hit him with a blast or something. Mouse over something you're going to interact with. You'll have to get close to find out how you can interact with it, but you'll be able to know that there's something there. Sign. So we read this sign. Guard waiting in the room, we have to fight him. People with high fight or hunt ratings will do lots of damage. People with high guard or dodge are good at soaking up damage and avoiding it. People with high blast do a lot of damage when they're not in close combat. Ward allows you to heal wounds and disrupt enemy magic. High precision fighters so the enemy is forced to come to you. This lets you have the first strike in close combat. Alright. Let's just kind of glance at our character sheet here. So you see we've got our kind of box build up here. So every time you spend a point, you get points in that skill. You also get everything on an axis with it. Which is how you unlock multiple skills at the beginning, is you put points into different marks on the same axis, and that will help you out. So we've got Frugal, which lets me steal, Dangerous, which does more crits and better crits, and Crafty lets me pick locks and do whatever. And Borgnina here has Luck Soul. You're resistant to Lux, but take additional damage from Max and Pox. I don't know what those are. Your natural magic is Luxus instead of Arcus. don't know what any of that means, but I assume that has to do with types and such, obviously. Active defense. Attackers generate more risk when attacking you. We'll kind of explain what risk is a little further on. Healing aura. You and adjacent allies regenerate some hit points whenever you gain the defense status. I don't know how you gain the defense status, but I suppose we'll have to find out. So, if we go through this door here, there's a guard. Alright, so from this point we start doing our combat. Left click to move, right click to attack. There's rounds. Go like this. Oh, that's how you do defense. Alright, so as you can see, he took 2 moves there. That is because of one of the main sort of systems in this game is the risk system. So it doesn't explain that until you get further into that room. But we'll look at that and say if you hold down shift before doing an action, you can attempt a risky action. Which allows you to act again in the round, but the more you do it, the more likely it is to fail. When you fail, your the next attack you take will cause more damage. So you'll basically make yourself vulnerable if you try it too much. But at the same time, it can do a lot for you. Now he dropped a sandwich. Sandwiches help you restore your health. Used by right-clicking on them. Look, a key on the table. Normal key. Generic key that will work on any door that requires a normal key. So apparently there's 3 kinds of keys. In the tutorial area they only have iron keys, which makes sense. There's this little area over here which seems to have nothing in it. Nothing here. Piles of bones and brick walls. If we go up this way, there's a little bit more going on. Nothing. This room has nothing in it, just more piles of bones. This room over here is locked with an ordinary key. Come over here, there's a tattered scroll. It says, I finally worked out a spell that will open that damned mechanical door. I just need to wait for the right moment to use it. The scroll's a weave challenge. We try to cast a spell, but nobody knows how to do weave. So, can't do the weave challenge. We'll just leave that be. But if we look at this old skeleton, we get a new normal key to replace the one we used to get in there. So that's kind of interesting. Got the sign here that lets you know that if you stand around for a while, you will see sparkles over things that can be interacted with. And if you hold down, press R or this thing here, you can kind of highlight any of the items that are on the ground. Unlock this door. Head out into the courtyard and... oh no, a fight! A little bit. And there. Up to here. Do another risk there. A risk defend. Nope, that's standby. Okay, good to know. Well, we'll just have her defend now. I'm gonna try risking again. Nope, that see, so now I've had a fumble. You can kind of see by that pulsing defense icon that I'll take more damage from the next hit. Like that. Ooh, that was a hard one. We'll just a bit more. And then we're gonna defend so that we can heal up a bit. Or do I not know how that works? How does that work? Adjacent. Okay. Remember that for next time. She'll take a risk and smack this guy. Hey, critical. Take that sandwich. Eat that sandwich. Alright. Sandwich. Alright, so now in this room you can see, here's the sign that explains how to do the reckless bursts of risk. And can I get that going? Fumble, you mess up. Generally speaking, it seems to be that the first one is kind of safe, generally. Like, I'm not sure you can fumble in the first one. Maybe you can, I don't know. There's a sign here that says mechanisms and challenges. So, that's 3 challenges. There's 3 challenges. Which will allow you to do things like open this door. It's locked, mechanically locked. There's this thing here, the emergency release, which is a force challenge. We don't have force. But if we go over this way, there's a hatch. And this is our craftiness challenge, guile challenge, which allows us to thwart and disable it. So now we gotta pick 2 of these things and see. That's a good result. That's a great result, I think. Not exactly sure what good or bad is on that, but we unlock the door. But before we go too far, we're going to explore around here a little bit, because there's a bit of gear we can get. Some more risks here. So apparently you get an EXP boost if you risk a bunch of times. Take that sandwich. And go over to this bag, which has an old battered dagger in it. So it took me a little bit of time to figure out where the equipment slots are. They're actually these 3 icons here. So we'll give Thief the dagger here. It's more built to do damage anyway. Another sandwich. This door is locked. This door. Move Ordnina because I feel like we got it. So we will move this way. Big dash. This way at a dash. Okay, move on to the chair. Do some more risking and attack this guy. She'll approach that guy. Daredevil! So he gets to take a defense action for free by making so many risky actions. Risk can reward you, or it can screw you over. I'm gonna risk and steal this key. No, can't. I'm gonna risk and smack this guy. So you can see the little risk gauge appears under the character. It also appears when you hold down shift. I'm not exactly sure what the money is. He's going to defend herself to heal up. And take less damage. Oh, fumble. Ouch. It's a new round. And again, heal up a bit. Slows up and fumbled. Oh, he also fumbled. Guy being quite so tough, but it was a good fight this time around. Oof, that was rough. So, alright, take this key, heal up Hordshyrd there. There's this lever over here that unlocks the gate. We already unlocked that, so we won't bother. This will tell us about potions and that we can use them in combat to heal. And it's a free action, which is nice. there is another guy in here. Try to fight him. Sandwich. Good footlocker. We got a torch. Give Borgnina the torch. You can see it generates a lot more light around her, which I think will determine more of what you can see. Give these thigh plates to Borgnina. Should help her be a lot more effective. Alright, and we'll carry on. Oh no, there's two more guys. We'll run back. Let them come to us. Let's smack this guy. We're not next to him? We're not next to him. Highly effective. Oh no! Oh, new turn. We're going to defend again. Oh, okay, so when she defends, she heals everyone around her. It's not when they defend. That's good to know. These two make a pretty good combo with the attacks that generate gold and the defense that heals. Alright, now we got more sandwiches. So Borgnina's looking pretty healthy, but we'll give us a sandwich here. Alright, we'll carry on. Is there anything around here worth looking at? What's the sign say? Oh, it's fully restored between levels. Alright, so hang on to your food. Anything you leave on the floor will disappear. You got everything done before you go. Okay, so the switch that's over here is going to be needed to do that. Is there anything else here? We'll hold still for a second and see if anything blows. Nope, so it looks like we're good. I guess this means we carry on into the actual game. Content. Okay, you can hold F1 to get help. I'll just show you guys what that looks like. Gives you a quick rundown of all the actions you can take. Shows the mini-map. All the buttons. All the stuff. And we will exit through the door. And see what this actual game looks like. Ooh, level ups. I'm curious to see where the saving happens. Alright, let's get the basic dodge skill unlocked, and then I think we'll focus on going for a hunt for a while. Should be some good stuff that comes out of that. Less risk when you're attacking. Faster movement. some interesting stuff if we get Hunt going. If we get Thwart going, we got more stuff. You get a piece of junk when you complete a Thwart challenge with a good or better result. Gain some money when attacking enemies with weapons. Oh, so that'll double down on our ability we already have. Shrewd, success rate, ransoms. Increases your manpower contribution by 1,000 points. Don't know what that means, but I suppose we'll find out. That's pretty great. When you get that one going, you can keep risking and fumble and still just keep going. Alright, so now for Borgnina, what's the next skill? Base damage of spells cast against you is reduced. That's kinda nice. And guard, longevity, extra health. Well, let's go for that one first. And carry on. You managed to lose pursuing guards within the space of an hour, but there's little time to celebrate your new freedom. Night is beginning to fall, and a chill fog is settling over the land. In the receding twilight, you can manage to spot the mouth of a cave. It is no luxury, to be sure, but it is a good deal more appealing than the cell you left behind, and you have little choice if you want to survive the night. You and Borgnina pick your way across the crags to the mouth of the cave. So now we have the map, apparently, in the progression. This is a big map, wow. Let's save the game first, because that's always important. Personal to save. Back. And let's head up, check out this first level. Sheltered Burrow. Base of a cliff, unexplored. Let's go in, check it out. Wish I had seen more of that tooltip. Looked handy. Well, let's get in this cave. Oh no! There's a starved wolf. Ooh, that thing looks dangerous. Move over here. Borgnina, go beside me. Stealing money from a wolf, apparently. Borgnina, attack a bit. No, fumble again. Not good. Alright. So, we need to eat another sandwich. The area has been secured, apparently. And we have some kind of wolf meat, which is dry turkey. So apparently this was the whole area. Is there anything on the ground? Nope. That was the whole thing. I assume this will be a storyline. Experience. Tiny amount of experience for beating up a starved wolf. You build a fire in the burrow and warm your bones for the first time in days, but it is small comfort. Though you have managed to escape the prison proper, Lucat is an island. The only true escape would be by boat, and even if you manage to secure passage, the still painful brand upon your neck marks you as a thief forever. You will never be able to return home. The reality of this is a bitter draught to swallow. Still, you are exhausted and sleep comes quickly. In the morning, your companion is watching over you when you awaken. I was thinking that we should try to put some more distance between ourselves and the stocks, she says. Maybe if we stick to the coast, we'll even find a fishing village or someplace with boats, someplace we can get a ride out of here. You share your musings on being unable to return home, and Borgnino nods in agreement. You're right, of course. That doesn't mean there's nowhere to go. The Orc nation, Sarath, lies to the east of Crest, a few leagues. They've little love for the customs of Crest, and I've heard of branded criminals finding refuge there, even human ones. Perhaps it's worth considering. In any case, it's just an idea. For now, we have to make sure that we don't get caught. I think we can both agree on that. You pack up what meager belongings you have and set out. Life's not so good for us right now, but let's see where we come to. It's a big island. It's the cave, the piteous pit. Oh, the pious pit. Let's save again, just because save early, save often. Back in here. Why is this so sparkly? I don't know. Alright, let's check out the pious pit. I really wish those tooltips didn't flip by so quick. Interesting. What's the old barrel got? Oh, nice. Oh. What the heck is that? Can't move very far. That thing looks nasty. Fumbled my standby, that's not good. Maybe I should have just defended. Ooh. Oh, we fumbled as well. Fine. Well, let's attack. Shit, still too far away. Nasty business. Risk some more attacks on the slime. A bit more risk. We'll just attack safe this time. Bend and heal. That's a crazy effect. Looks good, but it like completely obscures the character. And now, she's a little too risky. Smack. Oh, miss. Smack. Hey. Alright, killed the slime. Is there anything on the ground? Nope. Alright. What's over here? Multi-chest. Ooh, money. We have lots of money because thievery. Thievery is super good. Oh no! Defend. Take that. Don't take that. Take this. Dang it. There we go. Bitter mushrooms. Those are edible. This lousy sandwich first. Still got that. Ah! There's a monster somewhere. I don't know where there's a monster, but there's a monster somewhere. Oh, it's way over there. That didn't work on coming towards us rather than the other way around. Mushrooms. Special about these rocks. Nothing. Not nothing. Way through over there. Just the transparency. Oh, slimes! Let's risk it. Yeah. Daredevil. Area secured. Hey, we did it. Ooh, interesting. Hey, stuff. Strongly of wine. Hey, nice. We got wine. Normalize risk break. Don't know what that does. Interesting. Get out of the area. Not level 3 yet. Music kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy. Why are these not shiny? Ah, because it's dangerous. Maybe that has something to do with it. We got here pile of debris. Wait, what the heck is that? Oh, Sahagin! Stand by, let it do. Up. Ooh. Killed it. Any mushroom. Some kind of bag. Pack full of provisions. Edible. Stale mead. What do we got? 15. 25. Can I drop this? Yes. And healing 15. Alright, leave the ale and the bread for now. And we'll be back if we need them. There's another Another Sahagin. They have 4 arms. Crazy. Dash up to here. Way behind. Smacking him. Unlucky already. Really unlucky. Alright. Moving out this way. Doesn't look like. Oh, monsters. Nasty monsters. Take a while to get over to us. Hey, alright. Only mildly hurt, nothing serious. Even those barrels over there. Doesn't look like. Oh. Over there. Ah, gotta keep myself on screen. Alright, let's get him. Let's get him. Hey, alright. Something in this cauldron over here. Seems interesting. Ooh, and there's a cell over there. Seems to be the only thing going on over there. Let's try looping around this little room here. Looks like a cell. Pedestal. What's this? So a pedestal that needs a thing. Let's keep heading forward a bit and see if we find the thing. I don't think I saw any place for it earlier. Orb thing, or whatever it is. Mana battery. Valuable 200. It's pretty valuable. What's over here? Need someone who can do labor to move that. Like perhaps whoever is in that cell. Let's go back and find out. now. Interesting. Yeah, so he's got lots of labor so he can open that chest we found. And he's got new slots so we can go back and grab that food. Where is he and why is he not keeping it? He's gotten stuck. Oh wait, I should just switch over to him so I can control him manually. While that food is just lying there, it'll go to waste. Go wasting food. Does this count as a potion? No. So now we got a third party member who's got useful utility skills. Can we get that mana battery back? Betting we can't, but it's worth a try. Nope. So apparently utility skills would be handy. There was an implication that labor was a thing, so I'm guessing at some point we'll be able to leave him behind and have him do stuff for us. Alright, so I actually have to have him be the one to open it. We need to take care of that. Best popular on the first one. Best possible on the first one. Got a normal key. Got another potion. Is that it? Oh, no, there's something else here. Ooh, a valuable. A ring of some kind. Lucky ring. Ooh. Valuable accessory. I'm gonna put that on me and you can have this torch. Because lucky sounds like it would be a good thing to have. No indication as to what it actually does, but let's head off. I could just hit the quick exit, but let's actually walk to the exit because that's more fun. Hey, Pato gets a level up. Everybody gets a level up. Alright. Now if I just go my dodge. I think we'll stick focusing on these ones for now and then we'll jump into whatever else if we get to that point. Nina, I was focusing on getting the extra hit points. Looks like she'll have that at next level, so that's good. And Bato, the poacher. Everyday man about town. Obviously all he does is labor. So focus him on that. I like the idea that if he labors enough you'll eventually become able to do magical challenges. Our band has no stronghold. I assume that at some point my band will get a stronghold. Maybe that's coming up. March Marina. Hasn't been used in a long time. A long time. March Marina. Carpets. Ah! Soggin! Just a normal Soggin. That's different from the other ones. Alright, so we're actually going to keep him out of combat. He's not terribly useful in there, I don't think. Smack. Start these fires for no reason. maybe it's useful. Anything else around here? Flag. Is there anything? Stand by. Oh, way over there. This guy's pretty weak. Here he is, Hordshyrd. Let's take a quick loop around to see if there's anything worth anything anywhere. Doesn't look like there is. This place is just a stopping point to allow more storyline to happen. Music really reminds me of Final Fantasy. Victory music. Once you have secured the marina, you scour the place, looking for anything that might prove useful. There are obvious signs that it has been used as a shelter at some point, but aside from a few Sahagin who followed you, nobody else has been here in a very long time. All of the crates are still dry enough to be functional and empty, and some have been pulled apart and used as firewood. Worst of all, there are no signs of any boat of any sort, much less one that would be suitable for a long journey at sea. You do, however, find a folded scrap of paper that has somehow survived the moisture and the passage of time. It appears to be some kind of shipping manifest, and although the items listed are unremarkable, there is mention of a much larger port with a shipyard on the eastern side of the island, in Greenback Bay. Batto scratches his head at the mention of the name. That's over toward Sorath, isn't it? It seems unlikely that there'd be Imperial soldiers there. Worth a shot, right? In the morning, Batto pulls you aside. Got a sec, he asks. We've got quite a long journey ahead of us, right? I sure want to be off this damned island, but we should probably take it slow. Make sure we're well fed and sheltered, yeah? I ain't much of a warrior, but I know a thing or two about holding down a fort. We can hold up just about anywhere as long as we've got enough hands to manage the supplies and defense. This place, for instance. It ain't great, but it's decent enough shelter, and we can always relocate if we find something better. You just say the word and I'll make the preparations. So this is a stronghold now, apparently. So I assume that we zoom in on this, and we can claim it as a stronghold. Cool. Support 6, band of 3, defensible location. Interesting. Huh, cool. Don't really know what that does for us, but it seems like it will be a good thing. Well, I know that's a short one for today, but I think we'll call it there. We've claimed a stronghold. We're ready to head out into the Night's Wood and see what awaits us in this wild and cool land. So we will exit out. How do I exit out? That's very strange. It doesn't allow me to exit from the map. So we'll head back to our stronghold then, I guess, in order to exit. Because from here... Oh, hey, now we have tents and stuff. That's cool. So from here we can hold this to exit to title. And for now, we'll call it for there. We'll definitely be back to play this some more, because this seems like a really cool game. It's got some interesting story going on, cool mechanics. I really like the art style too. It's simple and pixely, very modular, but it looks really nice. So, until we come around to this again, I'll see you in the internet. That sounds terrible. I'm not going to use that one again.